horrible situation there in California. Thankfully, we're not seeing anything like that, but maybe some rain chances tonight, though.
Yeah, we do have a little chance in East Texas. There is some activity going on to the north, and we'll be taking a look at that. But right now, we are looking at some unseasonably warm temperatures. These were the lows we saw this morning. You see normal is about 46 to 47. Everybody was well into the 50s, so about 10 degrees above the average for this time of the year. And the high temperatures were about 10 degrees above the average, maybe a little bit more in some cases. Usually we're 68 to 69, and just about everybody made it into the 80s this afternoon. So a very warm day, and you can see those warm conditions, that warm air pushing northward across Texas into the South Plains and back up into Oklahoma. Now there is a front that's to the north as that cold air is going to be winning out as the cold front makes its way into Texas, and it has been doing that throughout the day. There you see it sliding through the South Plains into the big country there of North Texas, and right now that low continues to slide off to the east. We do have thunderstorms developing to the north there in parts of Oklahoma, and there is a slight risk of severe storms that extends from the eastern part and southeastern part of Oklahoma across all of southern Arkansas and over into the northwest part of Mississippi. That is the slight risk. Now here in East Texas, we've got what we call a marginal risk. That's the low end of the scale, and it does include the area that is along and north of Interstate 20. This is an area where we is not a real good chance, but we could see some severe storms. And the main thing, if we do see anything, would be the possibility of some large hail and some gusty winds. Tornadoes not likely with this situation, but we could see some rain to the north. However, most of it is going to be even further north there, as we saw, and then passing on toward the east as we go through the night. This is Futurecast. The front makes its way into East Texas there. This is midnight tonight, and you see those thunderstorms continue their eastward movement, and they'll be stretching across northern parts of Mississippi, western and southern Tennessee, even as far east as the northwest corner of Alabama. Going to lunchtime on Sunday, everything's over, at least the potential for East Texas, as the front will be out of the area by then. Thunderstorms continue on to the east, though, but we'll be seeing some cloud cover. However, should be calmer conditions and also cooler conditions, as that front will be allowing some cooler temperatures to move in. We'll have a chance for a few showers again there on Tuesday in the afternoon, and then going into the nighttime, we kind of clear out a little bit, and then we'll be looking at another chance of rain later in the week. Now tonight, we're expecting a low of around 55 degrees. Showers and thunderstorms possible mainly after midnight, just a 30% chance for us. South winds 10 to 20, gusting up to 30 miles per hour until the front comes through. And then the winds will be turning out of the north about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy with a high of 67 there on Sunday. Monday we'll have some sunshine, cooler temperatures, showers possible again Tuesday, some sunshine and warmer on Wednesday. Showers and thunderstorms more likely Thursday and Thursday night. They'll be lasting into the early part of Friday, when we'll be turning cooler once again. Deep East Texas going to have some gusty winds there again on Monday. Some showers are possible Tuesday, showers possible Thursday night, and on into the early part of Friday as we get to the end of the week, when it'll be turning cooler. Check out that forecast anytime at our website, fox51.com.